Hey, it's Tim here, coach of Men Who Want More and founder of the Step In Your Strength Academy. And today I want to share with you how to be more disciplined. Now, this is something that I used to beat myself up about a lot. Not being disciplined enough. Not being disciplined enough in my business. Not being disciplined enough to take my life to another level in my relationships. The one area I did have a fair bit of discipline in, which I'll share a story with you shortly about, is my health, is my fitness. But not being disciplined enough with my money, maybe for you, you're not as disciplined as you'd like. And this is something that comes in front of my path each and every single week from somebody who I'm very grateful who reaches out to me and asks something in and around productivity, being more disciplined. So I wanted to address this. I've been wanting to address this, how to be more disciplined, for a few weeks now. And hopefully I'll give you some value in this live stream. And I want to know, where are you struggling to be disciplined? Because I think if you're honest with yourself, there's an area in your life where you're not that disciplined and you'd like to be more disciplined. And that's okay. I'll share with you how I go about that, how I mentally frame that to shift my mindset and also to find higher levels of motivation, because discipline is a byproduct. Discipline is a byproduct of really two things. I remember back to when I was a young teenager, 13, 14, I had a lot of discipline. And why I had a lot of discipline is the first part of this. It's because I had a big dream, a big vision. At that point in time, all I wanted to do was represent my country in my chosen sport. I had a little bit of athletic talent. I started to make a little bit of leeway in it and started to make some representative teams. And my goal, my ambition was to represent my country, Australia, and to do that at the highest level. So the first part is, if you want to be more disciplined, you need a strong vision. It's pretty simple. I know you probably know this, but do you have it written down and do you reinforce it regularly? If you don't have either of those, if you don't have a vision written down and you don't reinforce it regularly, your discipline will be lacking. So what I used to do as a 13, 14-year-old, because I had that vision, because I had that ambition, I used to 2-3 times a week after school, after a long day's school. It took me an hour to get to school at the time, and then an hour trip back. And I was in Perth, Western Australia at the time, and it gets pretty hot there in the summer. And I used to come home, and then the discipline. I had a couple of things going on. One, I had all these sort of affirmations and these mantras up on my wall, and one of them was in and around discipline. And it said, discipline is doing what you have to, when you have to, whether you want to or not. Discipline is doing what you have to, when you have to, whether you want to or not. And that stuck there, and I remember it to this day. It was this shadowy picture, had discipline across it, and it was this figure running. It looked like either late at night or early in the morning. And I knew part of the strategy, part of what I needed to do is to get fitter. I needed to get fitter if I wanted to play at the highest levels in my chosen sport. So I started running. After I got home from school. I was exhausted most of the time, big days. A lot of the time I had different practices and trainings, but I'd do the extra, and I'd go up the road, and I had the discipline to run 30 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week extra. And half the time, at least half the time, if not more, I just didn't want to do it. I didn't feel like doing it. But discipline was on my wall, and I had a big goal, ambition, or vision. So again, the first part to this, I'll give you another part in a second, is having a big goal, vision, or ambition. If you want more discipline in your career, is it the right career for you? If you want more more discipline within your business, are you really driven by the business? Or is it just to make a little bit of money? If you want more discipline in your relationship or your marriage, or to make great connections with people, have you got a vision there? Have you got an ambition? Have you got some aspirations? Because unless you emotionalize those reasons, which is the second part, reasons come first, answers come second. You may have heard Tony Robbins say that. I like to put my own spin on it. Say reasons are the fuel to find your answers. Reasons are the fuel to find your answers. If you don't have compelling reasons, you're screwed. Your discipline is going to be shit, because you haven't actually dialed in your mindset. You're going after the willpower. You're going after the discipline, and willpower is a poor strategy to do the task, to do the to-dos, to do what you know you need to be doing or should be doing, but there's nothing backing it up. There's no vision. There's little vision or little aspiration or little goal. And are there compelling enough reasons for you to get out of bed early if you want to get in great shape? Or to go to the gym afterwards if you want to get in great shape after work? Do you have enough reasons to make the money, if that's a goal of yours, if that's the dream, if that's the vision? For me, did I have enough reasons to to emotionalize why I would, even though I was exhausted after a big day of school and lots of extra trainings and practices, go up the road and run around the oval continuously for 30 minutes. I did. So the discipline was there. Again, discipline is doing what you have to, when you have to, whether you want to or not. So look across your life now. Is it in your finances? Is it in your career or your job? Say you want to start a business or in your current business. Is it within a relationship of yours, with a friend, a family member, a partner? Is it in your health and getting in great shape? Where is it that you're lacking discipline? And then identify that spot in your life where you're lacking discipline, and then look, do I have a compelling enough vision there, and do I have some reasons to really emotionalize that and back it up on why I'm going to put in the effort, on why I'm going to take the steps, I'm going to initiate the strategy, take care of the tactic, whatever it is. So if you want to have more discipline, if you want to be more disciplined, first things first, before I tie this off, I want to say hi to Tuan and Human and Teresa and hey Nat and Liat. Thank you for joining me live, guys. Appreciate it. How to be more disciplined. Make sure you've got a vision, something pulling you through, some aspirations and some goals. And also make sure you've got compelling reasons backing that up. If you do those two things, your discipline is a byproduct. It's a byproduct of those two things. All of a sudden, discipline won't be the problem. You'll have some other upgraded problems, but discipline won't be one of them, because you will start to take action and you'll move closer to achieving your dreams. So that's all I have for you today. Hope this has been really valuable. If it has, like this video, share this message. I deeply appreciate wherever you're watching from in the world, and have an absolutely brilliant day wherever you're watching from, evening, night, wherever it is, whenever it is, and become more disciplined. I honour you for watching and for wanting to improve, and that's all I have for you. So it's your time to step into your strength and to be the best man you can be.